Okay, who wants to talk about the eXp Revenue Share program? I do, and I bet you want to know more about it too, all right? So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the eXp Revenue Share model. I'm going to show you how you can unlock your retirement box with eXp Revenue Share and how it can help you as a real estate agent escape the rat race, okay? Hi, I'm Brock Collins. I'm a real estate broker and an investor. And speaking of unlocking the retirement box, I've personally bought about 200 investment properties. And I want to show you this journey and how it can be way easier for you with the eXp Revenue Share so that you don't have to go out and buy hundreds of investment properties, but you can utilize this plan to unlock your retirement box. And I'm excited to share it with you today. All right, here's the thing. Let's talk about something no one wants to talk about. And it's why real estate agents retire broke. Okay? Now, I personally know many real estate agents that are, up there in years and they're still selling houses. And believe me, it's not because they're looking for something to do. It's because they have to eat. So, I don't say that to be mean, but I've been in this business 25 years. I've seen it and I still see it today. It doesn't have to be that way. But let me ask you a question. Where does all of our money go? As real estate agents, we work really, really hard and we go out and we just burn the midnight oil just going after commissions, helping clients. And at the end of the day, where does our money go? I'll tell you, it goes to our nice cars. Maybe you're driving a Cadillac if you can afford it, or maybe it's on a lease, right? Nice homes, vacations, keeping up with the Joneses. That's a problem in America, right? But very little of our income and our commissions that we earn and work really hard for make it to our retirement box, okay? So no matter where you're at in your journey of life, we now have an opportunity with Revenue Share that's never been offered to agents before, and that's why I'm so excited for you and for me. All right, so what we're going to be talking about in the Revenue Share and how it works is how eXp Realty rewards agents first. All right. Now, the big difference is that the eXp model is revenue share. And what revenue share means is it's paid right off the top. So as agents, we're paid right off the top. All right. Now, unlike profit share, which means you're paid at the very bottom after all expenses, if there's anything left. Let me give you an example. If you've seen some of my other videos, I've shared with you how the traditional companies, all the way back 100 years ago, the traditional companies were set up so that they have brick and mortars all across the United States and other places, right? And what happens is they have those brick and mortars cost up to hundreds of millions of dollars in fees every year. Now, at the end of the year, after all of those fees plus others come all the way down and those expenses are paid, if there's something left, you might get a little something. If there's not, guess how much you get? Zero, right? So, profit share is not usually your friend, but revenue share is going to unlock the boxes for you that I want to show you. Okay, so that's the big difference between revenue share and profit share. All right, so let's talk about these numbers. Brock, what do they mean? What's 900,000? What's 4%? What's 36,000? What's 3,000? Well, I want to take you down and just show you how it works and how it connects to these numbers. Okay, 900,000, this is the amount that you would have to save after taxes, okay? So that means if you don't have any money going to your retirement bucket now, this might be a little difficult, right? Okay, but let's talk about it. 4%. If you went to your financial advisor and said, hey, I want to take out, and earn a certain amount per year, they're going to say, man, if you want this 900,000 to last, not a lot of years without touching too much of it, the most you can take out is probably 4%, okay? Most financial advisors are going to say, probably a little bit less. Let's go with 4%. The 36,000 is based off those numbers in the 4%. That would be how much you would be able to generate per year. And then if you kind of like narrow it down to the month, it would give you about $3,000 per month. So let's think about this here. So you're telling me, Brock, that in order to get $3,000 a month in retirement from my own earned income, I would have to save $900,000 after taxes? Yeah, at this 4%, absolutely right. Now, most of you are going to be saying, Brock, wait a minute, that's crazy. $3,000 is not going to cover my lifestyle. I'm going to have to need way more. That's okay. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But let's talk about this for now, okay? So here are the options with you. You could have the opportunity to save about $900,000 after taxes, okay? Or you can use the eXp Revenue Share and attract 6 producing agents to eXp. Let's walk through it together. Now, you know that at eXp, we have a low $16,000 cap, okay? And unlike other companies that give 5 or 6% off the top to the regional directors, regional owners, eXp takes the money off the top and gives it to us, the agents, okay? So I'm gonna show you how this works. Here is the revenue share passive example, 6 agents who sponsor 6 agents. Here's how it works. On your first level, what your first level is, these are the people that you personally introduce to eXp. Okay, these are your buddies all across the country. They might be in your backyard, might be 1,000 miles away. These are real estate agents you know with other companies that after you join eXp, you'll want to introduce them at least to the concept of this new model. Okay, so this is you going out. Maybe it takes a year or 2 to bring in 6 buddies. Once you bring in 6 buddies on your first line, if they're capping agents, meaning if they meet their cap of $16,000, eXp will pay you up to $2,800 per agent on your first line. So in this example, eXp would give you $16,800. Okay? Now, remember what our cap is? What's our cap? $16,000. So let me ask you this. If you look at it in a big picture, with just 6 agents who cap that you bring over, you've zeroed out your personal cap for the year. Now, at your current brokerage, do you have the opportunity to zero out the cap that you have, or the split, or the wrap at the company you're at? Is there any way to make that go away? Probably not, all right? But let's go further. Let's say that you help your 6 buddies that you brought in, okay, each attract just 1 buddy each. Okay, so that would mean now you have 6 buddies on your second line. So these are your buddies' buddies. All right, so you've got 6 people on your second line, and what eXp will do that blows my mind is that on your second level, they pay more than the first level. So they'll pay up to $3,200 per capping agent on the second level. So in this case, it would be $19,200. So the 2 of them combined would generate $36,000 per year with 12 agents who cap, plus your shares of stock. Let's not forget about that, guys. Remember, if you've seen my other videos, I'm telling you this. When you introduce an agent and you sponsor them, they come over to eXp. When they close their first transaction, they earn shares in eXp and you earn shares in eXp. How cool is that, right? So don't forget about that. Now remember your cap. It's about 2.66 million GCI. And so in some areas of the country, it might be, a couple houses, 3, 4, 5 houses. Some area it might be 10, 12 houses. It just depends on the price point of the area that you're doing business in, right? Okay, so what I forgot to tell you is that there's a 3rd level, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th level of the revenue share plan. I'm going to show you how to unlock that in a minute. Real quick, what I want to tell you is I'm not making income claims here. There's no guarantees. What I'm showing you is exactly how much that eXp will pay, up to $2,800 per capping agent on the first level and up to $3,200 per capping agent on the second level. That's what I want to show you in this example, okay? So let's go on to another one here. So rewarding agents first. Revenue share is paid by the eXp company dollar. It doesn't reduce the agent's commission. So there's no limit to the amount that agents can earn. So to give you an idea of where the money comes from, just like we said, there's a $16,000 cap, okay? Now, the money for revenue share comes out of the cap, and then the rest goes to eXp. So it never reduces your or your buddy's commissions in this scenario, okay? So let's talk about a bigger number here. Remember a little bit ago, we talked about there was $3,000 a month. And I told you most of you guys are going to be saying, Brock, I can't live off $3,000 a month. How do we do something different? Okay, well, let's talk about another scenario. $4.5 million is how much you would have to save after taxes. Now remember, as real estate agents might be a challenge, right? But let's go with it. The 4% again is how much your financial advisor may say is the max you can pull out so that that money that you've saved aside will last for many, many years, okay? So if you took your 4% out, that would give you $180,000 a year or $15,000 a month to live. Now you might be saying, okay, Brock, we're getting closer. I like that. I want to escape the rat race. I want to have this kind of money. And yes, I'm in. What do we have to do is there another option outside of saving $4.5 million? Let's take a peek at it. Here's the revenue share passive income example, the 10 by 10 plan. So in this, it's pretty similar. But let's say in this example, you bring in 10 of your buddies. So let's say it takes you 2 or 3 years. Let's say this year you bring in 3 buddies. You attract them, you sponsor them into eXp. Next year, you bring 3 buddies. And then the 3rd year, you do really good and bring 4 buddies into eXp, okay? So you've got 10 buddies in eXp, okay? If they're capping agents, eXp will pay up to $2,800 per capping agent. So in this example, your first level of 10 of your buddies that you brought in, eXp will pay you up to $28,000 per year, all right? So your job now is to help your 10 buddies all go out and get 10 buddies, all right? So on the second level, in that example, your 10 times 10 would give you 100 agents on your second level. And remember, eXp will pay up to $3,200 per capping agent. So in this example, this is what we're looking at. This example is $320,000 just on your second level, and combined $348,000 a year with 110 agents who cap. Okay, now, stay with me here. You might be saying, Brock, what happens if they don't all cap? Well, chances are they won't. Not all of them. A lot of them will. But let's just say all of them don't. In fact, let's limit it down even further and say out of those 110 agents that have come into your revenue share, only half of them cap, okay? So let's just say they're just all half cappers. Let's just do it like that, all half cappers. So we've got 348,000, and let's say we're gonna just divide it straight into 2 because they're only half cappers, all of them, okay? So what that comes down to is $180,000 per year or $15,000 a month with 110 agents who are just half cappers. I told you I was gonna open your eyes to this now, right? And keep in mind, there's a 3rd level, 4th level, 5th, 6th, and 7th level of revenue share. And I'm going to show you in a minute how you can unlock those so that the benefits continue on for you and your buddies. All right. So here is how we unlock revenue share and all of the tiers. Okay. Tier 1, like I say, these are your frontline buddies, all your buddies that you're going to bring on forever. Okay. And you can bring in as many as you want. Okay. eXp will pay up to $2,800 for every first line person. And then when your buddies bring people in, they'll be on your 3rd line, or on your 2nd line, okay? And when your buddies' buddies bring people in, they'll be on your 3rd. How do you unlock it? It's pretty simple. Take a look at this. Tier 1, all you have to do is have 1 qualifying agent, okay? Tier number 2, when you have 5 buddies that have come in, and it will unlock Tier 2. When you bring in 10 buddies, it unlocks Tier 3. 5 more, so a total of 15 will unlock Tier 4, 20 at Tier 5, 25 for Tier 6, and then just 40 buddies that you bring over. And it could be over a period of 5 or 10 years, right? To unlock Tier 7. So the idea here is not to be overwhelmed and be like, wow, how do I get to 40? No, the idea is start with one of your buddies. And then the idea next is, how do I bring 5 over so I can unlock my Tier 2 and Tier 3 and so on and so forth, okay? So that's a massive way to unlock your retirement box. Okay, so revenue share. If you want to know more about revenue share, how you can apply it to your life, to your business, to your buddies, join me on my next free webinar. Okay, it's this week. You can join me by going to freedomagentpro.com and just pick the time this week that I'm having them that's best for you. I can't wait to share more with you at freedomagentpro.com. Okay, so let me ask you a couple quick questions real quick. Number 1, at some point, would you like to escape the rat race and actually live for yourself and have the freedom that we all desire? Okay, do you know at least 5 agents anywhere in the world? Now keep in mind, at eXp, we're in all 50 states, we're in Australia and Canada, and also the UK. Excuse me, I forgot about that. But if you know 5 buddies that you've networked or been to different networking things, maybe in your own community, maybe across the globe, just 5 buddies that you could attract to eXp. Okay, think about it. You probably know their names, right? You probably just mention names as you're looking at your fingers, right? Okay, would you like to use my free webinar system to help you recruit them? So when you come on and you let me help you come on board, and I get you on board, and I sponsor you, and I show you how to get everything set up and make the process really simple. Everyone who comes in, right? I'll let you use my free webinar system that you can just share it with your buddies. And you can say, hey, listen, I want to tell you about a new real estate platform. It's driven by technology. It's totally changing the real estate industry today. Would you take a look at this webinar and put holes in it, poke holes in it, let me know your thoughts. Could I send you this link to it, and then I can just circle back with you in a couple days? Is that okay with you? Okay? That way, you don't have to be a salesperson. You don't have to spend a lot of time knowing all the ins and outs of the answers, okay? That's what I want to help you do. I want to make your process simple so that you can share it with your buddies too, all right? So, would you like me to help you and your buddies unlock the revenue share at eXp? Well, if you want me to personally help you and walk you through the process of joining eXp Realty, it'd be my pleasure to help you set everything up and just make it a simple process for you, okay? So if you'd like to put yourself in a position to unlock money, freedom, and retirement, it would be my pleasure to help you and answer any questions that you have. In fact, like I say, join me on my next free webinar this week by going to freedomagentpro.com. And if you have questions about joining eXp Realty, okay, you can go ahead and get on a call with me, a free 30-minute call. You can go to callwithbrock.com, pick the time and date that works best for you. Keep in mind, my calendar does fill up pretty quick, okay? But pick a time this week that you and I can connect. Here's my promise to you. I won't pressure you. I won't twist your arm. My promise is I'll answer every question that you have. You can decide if it's a good fit for you. Does that sound fair? Okay, so be sure to like, subscribe, leave me a comment below. And by the way, let's connect today. Let me know how I can help you to unlock your freedom in real estate.